But like I was saying, this is a stumbling block because people have an issue with the Most High dealing with certain men, and ultimately having a son. Because the scriptures clearly say the first fruits are his. You got the first animal, the first whatever person that was created or born. That's why you pay the tithes. The first supposed to be his. So of course he's gonna have him a first son. But see, people so simple and stiff-necked and rebellious, they don't want to believe shit. So I'm gonna read this scripture right here in the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 33. It says, "As it is written, behold, I lay in Sion," which is translated to Zion, "a stumbling stone and a rock of offense." Because a lot of people get offended at this and they stumble just at this basic stuff. This is basic stuff. You play that video back again, because I just like seeing the temple and stuff like that. Because man, we going back to these royal temples and this royal way of living. Well, these devils got to get out of that land. First, that land got to be made clean. And then the ones that end up being our servants, they rebuilding that land. What it says, and whosoever believe upon him should not be ashamed. So, ain't no reason to be ashamed of this. You have people that's ashamed of, oh, maybe this might not be the truth or whatever. Then you have a lot of niggas leading people astray by telling them that they could just go directly to the Most High just by keeping the commandments. It don't work like that. So I'm gonna get into another scripture and show you why it don't work like that. You know, before I get into that, Salaki, before I get into that, I'm gonna read chapter 10 real quick. It's standing out to me too. Chapter 10, verse 2 say, "For I bear them record, they have a zeal of Yahweh, but not according to knowledge. For they being ignorant of Yahweh's righteousness, and going about establishing their own righteousness." So that's what people do. They feel like they can just establish their own righteousness and do all this other nonsense. They say have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of Yahweh. And part of that righteousness is believing on his son. And it ain't rocket science. You gotta have a mediator. The Most High always dealt with mediators. A lot of people was being too wicked to deal directly. But he had men I should say, that he deemed worthy of dealing with. So I'm gonna read this scripture in the book of Galatians, and this is a cut to that keeping the law stuff. Because yeah, we practice keeping the law and the righteous acts, but we not justified by the law, like the book of Galatians said. It's the book of Galatians chapter 2, verse 16, knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by the faith of Yahawashi HaMashiach. Even we have believed in Yahawashi HaMashiach, that we might be justified by the faith of HaMashiach, and not by the works of the law. For by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified. So people that's talking about keeping the law and living in the law, won't no flesh be justified. Because we can't, first of all, as soon as you wake up, you're breaking the commandments, putting on mixed fabrics and all that different stuff. You go into work, most people work on the Shabbat, and can't get off, because if you try to get off, you might get fired. Then you can't pay your rent, then you can't live. There's all type of stuff. Men sleeping with their woman while they be on their cycle, or around their woman in the same house while she on her cycle, when the scriptures clearly say that she's supposed to be put away for 7 days, and whatever she touch is unclean for a period of time. So it's all type of laws that we can't even keep right now in this society, because we're in captivity still, modernized captivity. So we're not justified by the law. That's why the Most High sent his son to fulfill that prophecy. So we can repent and give reverence, because we're not worshiping him, we're giving reverence to the son, so we can worship the Most High how we supposed to. Now that's another scripture I want to get into also. times it says, the Lord went on the scene, it says, in the book of John, chapter 8, verse 42, so Yahawashi said it to them, if Yahweh were your father, you would love me. If I proceeded forth and came from Yahweh, neither came I of myself, but he sent me. So why people got a problem with him being sent? It's because you wasn't sent. Gotta be some type of wicked stuff going on in your mind to not be able to grasp that. Oh, but it's going to go into that even more. It say, why do you not understand my speech? Even because you cannot hear my word. You are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and a father of it. And because I tell you the truth, you believe me not. So when the Lord was on the scene, he was telling the people the same stuff, and it was him actually telling them that the niggas still ain't believe. Now you have men now that set up teaching and telling these stories and these scriptures, and what niggas do, still scoff and scorn, and they still don't believe. It says, verse 46, which of you conceive of me of sin? And if I say the truth, why do you not believe me? He that is of Yahweh, hear of Yahweh's words. And he ain't say, oh, you hear my words. He says Yahweh. So he's definitely giving reference to the Father, but he's letting you know you got to go through him. Just like at the time of Moses, you had to go through Moses and Aaron to get to the Most High. It say, you therefore hear them not, because you are not of Yahweh. Now you go down some more. I'm going to jump to verse 52 in chapter 8 in the book of John. It say, then said the Jews unto him, so like somebody just text me. It say, then said the Jews unto him, now we know thou hast a devil. Abraham is dead. So here they go scoffing, talking shit, not because they don't understand. They're saying the prophets, and thou sayest, if a man keep my saying, he should never taste of death. Art thou greater than our father Abraham, which is dead? And the prophets are dead. Whom makest thou self? So like I said, whom makest thou thyself? Yahawashi answered, if I honor myself, my honor is nothing. It is my Father that honors me. That's why he was sent, because the Father honored him. He say, of whom you say that he is your God. Because people always say, oh, that's my God. So the Son can't say that that's his Father? And go to verse 55, it say, yet ye have not known him, but I know him. And if I should say I know him not, I should be a liar, like unto you. But I know him, and keep his saying. Your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day, and he saw it and was glad. And how he seen it? Because Melchizedek was back then. That's how he seen it. And he gonna see it again, because of reincarnation. It say, then said the Jews unto him, thou art not yet 50 years old. Hast thou seen Abraham? Yeah, he seen him, because he was Melchizedek. That's who Abraham gave the tithes to. It say, Yahawashi said it to them, verily, verily, I say unto you, before Abraham was, I am. And you know what these niggas did? They say, then took they up stones to cast at him, but Yahawashi hid himself and went out of the temple, going through the midst of them, so they passed by. But people still want to say the Lord wasn't on the scene back then. So who is he talking about when he said he was before Abraham? He's talking about Melchizedek when you read the book of Genesis. Now I'm going to go over some more. I'm going to end this on this scripture right here. These scriptures, I should say. The book of Timothy, chapter 2, verse 23. It say, but foolish and unlearned questions avoid, knowing that they do gender strifes. So all that foolish and dumb shit people be asking, because you got the answers all right here. You can type in questions in certain videos, maybe the apostles might have put up or certain other teachers put up, and the answers are coming there. So when you got niggas creating fake accounts and getting on the comment board, scoffing and scorning, niggas ain't got to answer that shit. The scriptures clearly say avoid it. Now you do have scriptures that say, make sure you season and be able to, so you can be able to answer all questions. But those are the questions that ain't foolish. So, that's all I just want to speak on. Because I've been coming across this stuff a lot. People try to mislead people. Have them believing they can just go directly to the source. Well, really, you seek him through the mediator. Now, what's wrong with that? It's set up like that. It's always been set up like that. This ain't nothing new. People gonna act like it's something new though, so I'm in on it though. They ain't gonna go on too long. Call Lord Yahawashi, Yahawashi. Shalom to all the apostles and the elders and teachers. Shalom to the elect.